Hey, Nikki. So it's currently recording. And again, I appreciate you just taking a few minutes out your day after going for a nice long run to just let me ask you a couple of quick questions, Nikki. But before we kind of get to that, would you be kind enough just to introduce yourself?
I'm Nikki, and I've been working with George for about 3 months now. His ADHD program. I'm not clinically diagnosed, but I resonate with a lot of it. So I'm hoping this would be able to help me.
No, absolutely. And to be honest with you, yeah, you're absolutely right about stating whether you're clinically diagnosed or not, because I think statistically, most people are actually not clinically diagnosed. But the problem that we have is that we live in a world where even to get a diagnosis can take up to 10 years in the UK. So it's absolutely crazy. But Nikki, I just want to ask you, before you enrolled into the academy, like before that happened, what was you struggling with that maybe you was looking to get some help with? Just share that.
Um, a lot of negative self-talk, feeling quite lost with where I was headed with different kind of aspects of my life and just convincing myself that these things that maybe I want to do with my business, um, I wasn't able to do. Um, I wasn't very good at managing my time, um, and just kind of not in good habits or routines, really.
Yeah, and thank you just for being so open and honest there. You know, that is something that I would say, is a common struggle of most people, that kind of feeling inside, the negativity in your mind that you just almost you sometimes can feel like a slave to your mind, if that makes any sense.
Mm. It's very
So
loud.
yeah, when you have ADHD, yeah, 100% it can be. That struggle that you had when you enrolled into the academy, how has the academy helped you?
It's been the little, none of it was overwhelming. There were so many little bits that I could do
Yeah.
that was really helpful. Like the simplest one, the the little like the daily tick lists, and it started off so small, and I would always try and take like big steps into things and wonder why things didn't stick. But it was the little bite size activities or routines or things that I could do, and it's been really subtle, and it wasn't like a big explosion of things.
Yeah.
It was like little things I'd noticed, or I'd catch myself going, "Oh, I can do that," or "Oh, that I've been much better with that," or and it's the making the small steps which has been the most powerful because I would make everything too big or too complicated, and that has been really helpful.
No, I really appreciate you being open and honest there. And this is what you just said. You've hit the nail on the head. Most people catastrophize their life, don't they? I used to be that person. So did you, and so did probably 80% of the world. We catastrophize things. We look at mountains instead of pebbles, and just by doing a strategy or some sort of system that allows you to see the next step and actually know what your next step is, which is probably the hardest thing for most people, instead of looking at the mountain and being at the top of the ladder, that's probably half the battle. And yeah, what you just described is perfectly said. Is the small differences or the small changes, I suppose, that create the biggest transformation. That's kind of what you mean, isn't it? That's what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I totally get it. And Nikki, you've honestly just want to say this. You've come out your show. You've been incredible. When I first met you two, now you're like doing events. You're doing incredible things. You're helping so many people yourself, and you're just such an inspirational woman, genuinely. And I just wish that women see this or people see this and they're like, wow, I want them to feel inspired like I feel inspired by you, because it's never easy to make a change. And you know that, and I know that. It's never easy to invest in yourself. It's never easy to part ways with money. It's never easy to listen to somebody else and actually do it. But you've done all those things, and because of that, you have the reward of that. And not just you, I know that you and your kids have prospered as well. You know, you and your kids.
Yeah, they
What
picked up on a lot of the routines. They really enjoyed it actually. They've asked me about it and they've implemented them as well. I think
that's
they have some similar worries and things as well. So, well, they say it's genetic, don't they?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, you're not just helping yourself now. You see, you're helping your children. It's a generational thing. because there's something called
Yeah.
generational trauma, and I think I might have explained this to you when we first kind of spoke. But if you don't break the chain of the pain and the struggles, then you're just going to give it to your kids, whether you like it or not. That's just how it works. And you've
Yeah.
seen probably your parents or your grandparents have similar types of struggles, and you're seeing the pattern. And the pattern doesn't stop because you don't want it to be there. It's just going to be there until you make the change, you break through it. So, Nikki, where are you now in your business, in your life? Where are you today? I know
Um,
you're doing
I
great
am
things.
I am making I'm a lot more brave with my business in terms of booking things and being less worried about failure and going, well, we're going to give it a go. If it doesn't work, I can change it. I'd rather make decisions or try things, and then if they don't work, they don't work. Um, but it's a learning curve for next time. Um, Even subtly, I'm noticing I'm kinder to myself. I'm calmer most of the time. Um, and yeah, that inner voice, she's not as loud anymore, which was probably the biggest thing. That and my kids, kind of making sure I'm showing them how to kind of not fall into the same traps that I'm doing. So yeah,
Now
good
that's
place.
that literally gave me goosebumps, Nikki. Just listening to you. Being a father myself, I really appreciate what you've done in this journey for your kids' sake. You know what I mean? Like I don't even know
Mm.
your kids, but I love them because they're your kids. And it's that understanding now that they're going to grow old and they're going to be a different person because of what you've done today. So yeah, I'm really proud of you, that Nikki. And yeah, you're in a great place. You're literally your business is growing. You're booking events, things that you wouldn't have maybe done a year ago,
Mm.
and you're just shining better for your family. I know that your partner is, you two have always been great. There's never been an issue there. You and your partner have like the dream life. I must admit. So yeah, no, that's absolutely incredible. And Nikki, just on a final question to you: if someone's watching this today,
Hmm.
you're going to talk to someone, and someone is struggling with the fear of failure, self doubt, not believing in themselves, worrying, negative self talk, and all the things maybe you struggled with back in the day, and they were struggling, man or woman, what advice would you give to that person today?
Get some George in your life. It's been just knowing that you're there, and I'll be making decisions. And oh, what would George think of this? And it's just been having that. I needed that kind of hand holding. So it's definitely worth it.
No, I appreciate that. And, and even listen, even if they, because I might not always be the best fit for someone, and I openly say that. And if I'm not the best fit for someone, I still hope that they find someone, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think anyone should suffer in silence. It's just a painful place to live, painful place to be, and time is of the essence. One of the things I realized that we have, I think it's like 525 seconds a year. In fact, let me do this now. I really want to drive this on because it really woke me up a little bit. I was doing this with someone the other day. So it's 24 hours in a day. Times that
There's
by
a song, 525,600 seconds.
that's the one. Yes, 525,600 seconds. That's the song, and that's where it's
Yeah,
come from.
yeah.
I've only just realized that on this call that's recorded. Gosh, I've only just learned that, Nikki. Just realized
Mm.
where that came from, that number. So I was like, wait, why that number? But it made sense. But every second that goes by is so valuable when you look at that. Well, imagine that as a countdown in front of you all the time.
Mm.
Time is your biggest currency. You can always get money back. You can always get anything back. You will never get your time back, ever. So I'm just grateful that you haven't wasted any more of it. So, Nikki, thank you so much for your time today. I'm going to stop the recording.